everyone, this is session 2 in Excel series, and as I say, it's just a 10-minute lesson that fits your day and has pro tips from my 4 years of real-world analytics. And it can be a path to your entry-level job confidence. In this session, I'm covering the number formatting, conditional formatting, and some of the shortcuts for inserting row, deleting rows, or inserting columns, etc. Now, during the data analysis, most of the situations we get this data where we have details of the product, number of units sold, what is the price, the total price, and percentage share of each of these products. So percentage share is nothing but, so if I go to the formula, the shortcut to open the formula within the cell itself is the function key F2. Or else you can also view the formula in your formula bar present here. Now, once you have this data, you'll have to format it to increase the readability. For units sold, whatever the format of this number present here is fine because it's a general number formatting. Whereas for price, it is better to convert it into comma separated numbers to increase the visibility. Similarly, for shares, we can convert it into percentages. Now, to convert this unit price into comma separated value, the shortcut we use is Alt-K. Let me use it. Alt-K. Yes, you can see that it converted the numbers into comma separated format. Now you can also see that it has added some additional decimals by default. To remove these decimals, what we can do is there is a shortcut which is Alt-H, comma. So it can reduce the decimals. If you want to increase it, Alt-H and full stop. So it increases the decimals. Now it's the time for converting it into percentages, the percentage shares. And yep, it is Alt-H, P. I think I have made an error here. So to convert numbers into percentages, it is Alt-HP. We converted all this. Now, there are a few cases where we'll have to calculate the total sum of the column which has values. So for example, I want to calculate the total summation of all the sales that has happened. For that, what I can do is I can long press Alt and click on equal symbol to get the summation. So as you can see, it automatically took the values wherever the numbers is present to the extent until where the data is present. So you can just click on enter and you'll get the summation. I think it has created the decimal, so that is why it was showing as hash. But if you increase the column width, it increases. Now, the next shortcuts, as I said, is about inserting rows and deleting rows. So to insert rows, it is Alt-H-IR, and to delete rows, it is Alt-H-D-R. Okay, similarly, Alt-H-IC to adding columns and Alt-H-DC for deleting columns. So always when I do Alt-H-IC, it will add the column towards the left of the cell wherever your cursor is present. So let me delete it, Alt-H-D-C. Now, to insert a sheet also, we can use this Alt-H-I-S. Okay, so let's go back. To delete the sheet, we use Alt-H-DS as I have mentioned here. Also, sometimes what happens is, let's say the column width was very small and you are not able to see what's present within the cell. So you can automatically fit the column width based on the value present within it. For that, it is Alt-H-O-I. So if I keep the cursor here and click on Alt-H-O-I, yes, as you can see, it automatically fit the cell towards exactly the size of whatever the content is present inside. Now, if you want to keep the column width based on your requirement, customize the column width, then it is Alt-H-O-W. So as you can see, you can just add numbers here based on whatever the amount of column width you want. So I can just click on OK. It'll increase it to 15 units of column width. Also, you can hide or unhide the rows and columns. So for that, as you can see here, the shortcut is Alt-H-O-U. And post that you'll have to click on whatever uh, either rows you want to hide or columns you want to hide, or if you want to unhide rows or unhide columns. Let me show you by hiding a column and then unhide it. So let's say I don't want to show this unit price. I just want to show units sold and total. Then it is Alt-H-O-U-C. Okay, so now the unit price column has been hidden. To unhide it, what you'll have to do is you'll have to select both the cells, which is towards the left and right of that particular column which is hidden. Again, Alt-H-O-U. As you can see, the shortcut to unhide columns is L. So I'll click on L and yes, it's back. So this is how you hide or unhide rows and columns. So now we know this, let me cover the conditional formatting. So to do conditional formatting, let's say first let me convert it into a table format. So before going to that, I'll show you the cell style, but the cell style is not mostly used in any of the data analysis because we can manually change the size of the cell contents using the formatting which we have in this home tab, right? Font tab. So let me go to the formatting table. If I click on a particular table style, so it checks from where to where our data is present. B14, as you can see, B14 is here, which is the date cell, and J22, which is here, like the 3% which you can see here. So it has automatically selected it. And it also says if we can check mark if the table has headers. Yes, my table has headers. I have check marked it. So once I click on OK, voila, you'll have a table formatted here. There are a few functionalities which is enabled with the table. As you can see, you'll get the table design tab gets created once you prepare a table format. But let's go to it in a different session. But currently you can convert it into a table format. Now, if you want to do conditional formatting for this data present within it, what is conditional formatting? Let's say I want to highlight all the values which are more than 30% in this particular column, or else I want to highlight all of them which is less than 10% in this particular column so that I can identify what products are not performing well, where I can improve. So this is where the conditional formatting comes into existence. To do conditional formatting, you'll have to select the data which you want to do the conditional formatting on. And then you have the conditional formatting here. As you can see, there are a lot of opportunities where we can create the conditional formatting. I'll go one by one. One of the most easiest ones are color scaling. So let's say I'll click on this and you can see that it has highlighted 39% as green and the 3% as the dark red. So this is how it identifies. So once you see the table, you can identify that this particular product is doing well, the laptops, whereas this desk lamp is not doing well. So this is how you identify it. Similarly, there are few more opportunities where we can set icons as well. So let's say I'll select this. See, you can see the icons present here. Let's say these two conditional formatting are overlapping. You want to remove it. So then you'll go to manage rules and you can see that both of these are being applied. You can delete one of them. Let's say I want to delete this grade color scale. So see, only one conditional formatting remains. Now, if you want to clear all the rules, so clear rules from the selected cells. So it will remove all the conditional formatting here. And then we also have this data bars, which creates a gradient of colors to show how each of these are performing. And let's check some more. Let me clear all the values from the selected cell. Now you can also highlight the cell based on a particular value. I'll show one of them. You can explore the rest of them as well. So let's say I want to highlight the one which is greater than 50%. I don't think there is any 50%. Let's say 30%. So 0.3. I'll click on OK. And yes, you can see that it is formatted. You can also change how you want to do the formatting. Like for example, here it is automatically selected the format of the cell to be AA, which is the first. If I select on yellow and click on done, it changes to the yellow color. Whatever color you want to highlight, you can format it. Okay. Another type of formatting is top or bottom rules. You can highlight the top 10 items, top 10%. So these are also available here. So this is all about conditional formatting, which will help the viewers to identify well on or analyze the data well by using this conditional formatting. Stay tuned for the